We are controlled by the few, the powerful, and the greedy. We should be free. Free to choose, to trade, to create. It is time for a new world. A world founded on safety and security. A world where everything you do creates power. Power for all. And you will decide the shape of this world. The power to change the future is in your hands. Vechain.
Wow, talk about a video. Hey everybody, it's Matty here with AltCoin Buzz. Hope you're doing well. I think that set the tone. We're going to discuss what we feel are some major Chinese projects, some very exciting ones, many that I'm sure you're all familiar with, maybe some that you're not, some hidden gems. Disclaimer, guys, right off the bat, okay, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not a financial advice piece. Invest at your own risk and only do so after consulting with your own financial advisor, please. Now, soldiers, I'm no expert in Chinese culture. I did live in Shanghai briefly for about a year. I was working and studying there, had the time of my life. I love the country. Nor am I an expert, though, in any one of these projects. So the idea is we're going to take a quick look at each of them individually, quick highlight, take a look at the price action, take a look at what they're trying to accomplish, and move on. Here we go. All right, everybody, so we're going to kick things off with Vechain Foundation. Of course, that video that we played in the introduction comes by way of Vechain Foundation and talk about an ambitious project. So Vechain, as you guys may know, is a leading global enterprise level public blockchain platform. Its aim is to connect blockchain technology to the real world by providing a comprehensive governance structure, a robust economic model, as well as advanced integration and pioneers in real world applications. These guys are trying to do a lot, but it's all very impressive. So of course they are a global leading platform for products, for information. This is all in the context of blockchain, of course, which they incorporate, which they leverage. Vechain is really all about the reinvention, or at least the improvement and the refinement of supply chain management. And they have so many interesting partnerships. They have their hands in all kinds of different cookie jars. And I say that in a good way because they're involved in a lot of different areas with a lot of different fields and sectors. So just take a look at some of the use cases here. You have cold chain logistics, the automobile industry, luxury and fashion, medical and healthcare. So it's a great project. You have a very solid team behind it. And Vechain currently is sitting at a market cap, this is a big boy, $1.82 billion, as some of you I'm sure know, you've been following. Take a look at their roadmap here, by the way. So $1.82 billion for Vechain. It's sitting at a unit price currently of $3.50. That's down from an all-time high of $9.45. So as big as Vechain is, it's only at about 37% of its all-time high valuation. I, for one, feel that the future of Vechain is bright. And for the latest news with Vechain, be sure you're following Vechain Foundation on Twitter. All of this, by the way, guys, is, of course, content and resources and links that we're going to include in the description below. So looking at another giant, NEO, which is a fan favorite, I think, in the altcoin buzz army. So it's known, of course, as the Ethereum of China. It's known to some as the Ethereum killer. So what is NEO? Well, I'm sure many of you already have a sense of it. It's a massive open source and decentralized crypto and blockchain project. It's out of China, as these other projects are as well. So NEO is all about use cases in digital identity, digital assets, smart contracts, that kind of thing. And this is the best way to sum it up. Digital assets plus digital identity plus smart contracts equals smart economy. NEO is a giant, guys. I believe it's the second largest project by market cap on this list. It's sitting right now at $3.38 billion at the time of this recording. It's got a unit price of $52. And as big as NEO is, I just said this for Vechain, but as big as NEO is, it's coming down an all-time high of 196.85 unit price. So it's at 26% of its all-time high valuation. And of course, what's nice about NEO is that it partners with all kinds of different projects in the crypto space. It's got a great proclivity for that. So do be sure to check out their projects as well. Of course, you can follow NEO on Twitter. We're going to link to that in the description below. And speaking of one of the NEO affiliated projects, affiliated organizations, you have Ontology. So Ontology is a public platform. It's aiming to bring businesses into the blockchain space. Now, maybe you're a business, you're not quite technologically prepared to be in blockchain. Ontology aims to facilitate you to cross that bridge. So Ontology is a new high-performance public blockchain project and a distributed trust collaboration platform. So in their own words, Ontology described themselves as, quote, a blockchain/distributed ledger network which combines a distributed identity system, distributed data exchange, distributed data collaboration, distributed procedure protocols, distributed communities, distributed attestation, and various industry-specific modules. So what's also quite interesting about Ontology, you can check out all the information here, of course, on their website, but they've got a nice, robust list of partners here. And again, going back to it, but I mentioned that NEO is an affiliated partner and they're doing good work together. So do be sure to check out Ontology. It's sitting at a current market cap of $796 million. So hardly a small project. Unit price of $6.43, coming off an all-time high unit price of $11.18. So they're sitting at about 57% of their all-time high valuation. Do be sure to follow them here on Twitter. Link will be in the description. So another NEO affiliated project, you have DeepBrain Chain. And boy, do these guys ever have lofty ambitions. And I'm not saying that sarcastically. It's very admirable what they're trying to accomplish. And I think their future is big and bright. So DeepBrain Chain, quote, our vision is to provide a low-cost, private, flexible, and safe, decentralized artificial intelligence computing platform. What's cool about DeepBrain Chain is that they're taking artificial intelligence, they're moving that ahead. That's obviously quite the buzzword in the tech space these days, but I don't mean that condescendingly. But they're taking that and they're moving it ahead with smart contract integration. So they feel that they can take smart contracts and use that as a mitigation against the threat of artificial intelligence. So reading here, using blockchain technology, we have developed a decentralized, low-cost, and privacy-protecting AI computing platform with a full range of related projects and services. Of course, DeepBrain Chain is affiliated with NEO. That's a good thing. What do you guys think? Is this the beginnings of Skynet for all you Terminator fans out there? I mean, this could really go, if you look at I don't want to say the negative consequences, but if you look at what they're trying to accomplish, complex artificial technology, making use of smart contracts. This is the stuff of science fiction. So their ambitions are very high and they're doing okay. I mean, DeepBrain Chain is sitting right now at a market cap of $108 million. They have a unit price of $0.072. So that's 7.2 cents. And that's coming off an all-time high of $0.65 or 65 cents. So DeepBrain Chain is sitting, it's actually the lowest right now in terms of this list at 11% of its all-time high value. So if you feel there's a future in DeepBrain Chain, maybe you feel that they're going to retrace to their all-time high. They're only sitting at 11% of their all-time high valuation. Do be sure to follow them on Twitter as well. On to the next project, Nulls. This is an interesting one. So Nulls is a global blockchain open source project, which is highly customizable, modular blockchain infrastructure. It consists of a microkernel and functional modules. So going through the Nulls website here, their mission, currently the blockchain sector is struggling with making blockchain technologies flexible and convenient. At Nulls, our mission is to build a customizable, universal public blockchain infrastructure. And of course, if you're following Sarah and the others on Altcoin Buzz, ladies, as I reminded you guys, I suggested you do yesterday in the news piece, you're going to know that Nulls has a mainnet that is coming out imminently. It's supposed to be this month, so it may be out any day now. It may be out by the time you watch this video. but there's a lot happening in the world of Nulls, and that mainnet is coming out any moment. You can take a look at their roadmap here. You can take a look at some of the other information. Not a bad website, if I do say so myself. So Nulls is doing some interesting things, and we believe that their future is bright. They're sitting at a market cap of $148 million. Unit price, $3.72 currently. That's off an all-time high of $8.54. So they're at about 43% of their all-time high. Do be sure to follow them on Twitter here. They're going to have news imminently, we imagine, of their mainnet launch. That should really happen any day now. And similarly, you have INT, Internet Node Token. So here's an interesting project. It's probably the most, again, not financial advice, but in terms of market cap, in terms of valuation, this is perhaps the biggest sleeping giant on this list. So project introduction. When dream lightens reality, we can better this world. This is all about Internet of Things, guys. And if you believe that that's a path forward in terms of a major technological pillar that the future holds, that's how I see it. I see it as artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, blockchain, decentralization. These are some of the virtual reality is another one. These are some of the major pillars moving forward. And Internet Node Token is all about Internet of Things. So reading here. From the perspective of IoT, Internet of Things, structural evolution, INT is the first bottom-up new generation blockchain of things, BOT, communication standard and base application platform. INT provides a token incentive on TCP/IP based architecture for Internet of Things, which is designed in decentralized way to support the entire new Internet of Things ecosystem. This new business model, molded by Internet of Things devices, has opened up a whole new market. So Internet of Things, by the way, going back to that AltCoin Buzz Ladies report, their mainnet is launching in a couple of days now. So May 31st, their mainnet is launching. You can take a look at what they're doing here with their project highlights. What are the applications of Internet of Things, you ask? Smart grids, smart transportation, logistics, billboards, smart home. That's just scratching the surface, guys. Internet of Things can really reshape just about every aspect of our lives and our social structure. What's great about Internet of Things, Internet Node Token rather, is that they have some solid partners. IBM, Huawei, a couple of others as well. And these guys are still relatively small. You take a look at their exchange information here. So Internet of Things is looking at it does reflect right now a total market cap of $33 million. So that's the smallest one on this list by quite a margin. They're at a unit price of 22 cents each. That's off an all-time high of $1.07 per unit price. So they're at about 20% of their all-time high valuation. Their all-time high valuation was only 150 million total market cap. So as I mentioned, they're now at 33 million. I think that this has a lot of room to grow, and that's just my personal opinion. Again, not financial advice, but this is one that I'm keeping my eye on. You can follow them on Twitter. Again, as always, links will be in the description. Moving on to QTUM or Quantum. I'm going to call this Quantum. I keep hearing both. Let's call it Quantum for now. So Quantum aims to simplify the use of smart contracts for interbusiness and institutional operations. So these guys are looking to reshape the business world in terms of how it interacts with blockchain. And they've got some great goals as far as that goes. They've got some solid plans. A little bit technical for me to get into here, and that's perhaps just my cop-out because let's just say I understand it thoroughly and move on, shall we? So Quantum is a big boy on this list. It's at $1.16 billion in terms of its market valuation. That's a unit price currently of $13.12. That's way down off its all-time high. It was once at $106.88 per unit price. So it's at about 12% of its all-time high valuation. These guys are looking to do great things in the world of business, merging that with blockchain. You can follow them here on Quantum Official. Check out their work, check out what they're doing, and check out their updates on Twitter. Interesting project here in the form of, waiting for this to load. Don't fail me. All right, I'm going to come back to this in a sec. And here we are, finally, Loopring. So the protocol for decentralized token exchange. So what is Loopring? Loopring is a decentralized exchange protocol and, quote, an automated execution system. Loopring is built off of Ethereum. It's designed to allow users to trade assets across different exchanges. The nice thing about Loopring is that it's been designed in such a way that any platform, whether it's Neo, whether it's Quantum we just looked at, whether it's Ethereum, all of these that already use smart contracts can go ahead and they can integrate seamlessly on Loopring. So they're trying to be very accommodating as far as that goes. As long as it's smart contract based, you're good to go on the Loopring exchange. So you can take a look at their website here, some of the technicals as far as how it all works, how Loopring works. Check that out. Interesting. Their milestones, what they're up to, and some of their affiliates, some of their partners here. You got some good ones on this list. So check out Loopring. They're at a valuation right now of $284 million. That's their market cap. They're at a unit price of an even 50 cents, and that's down from over $2.54. So they're only sitting at 19% of their total all-time high valuation. Check them out here on Twitter, of course, for the latest as far as news and updates. And soldiers of the altcoin buzz army. Again, it's such a behemoth that's having trouble loading. We're going to end with the Leviathan on this group. Love it or hate it, Tron is making waves. Oh, baby. So decentralize the web. Tron's mainnet, in addition to the other ones that we mentioned. Nulls mainnet coming out very soon, imminently this month. We have Internet Node Token coming out May 31st, so that's a couple days away. Tron mainnet coming out in 3 days and 6 hours from the time of this video. Tron is a beast, guys. Tron is the biggest one here on the list, whether you feel it deserves to be in that spot or not. It's at $4.72 billion in terms of its market cap. So it's at a unit price right now of 7.1 cents. That's $0.071. And that's down from an all-time high of 30 cents. So it was at one time even higher than that. We're at about 23% of its all-time high. There's not really much I can say to summarize Tron other than it's going to reinvent the internet, or so it says. Those are its aims. It wants to be Web 4.0. It wants to decentralize the internet. I think Tron's got good leadership. I think it's got, there's so many partners that are associated with Tron. But what's nice is that it seems to have the support of the Chinese. It seems to have a lot of enthusiasm coming out of China. That's one thing I'll say about China, guys, and maybe I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but Chinese are so proud, and rightfully so, about their own initiatives, their own projects. That's why they want to have their own Tron to reshape the internet. That's why they want to have their own Neo. They want to reshape Ethereum, and they want to create it in a better and brighter image. That's what they're all about. And that's what I find is so enviable and admirable about the Chinese work culture. It's very, very solid. And that's an understatement to say the least. So Tron, I mentioned that, hey, DeepBrain Chain is going to be the next Skynet potentially, and I'm saying that facetiously. Maybe it's going to be Tron. They have such sky-high ambitions. Personally, I do like their leadership. I like Justin Sun, and you can follow him here. This is the Tron Foundation. But Justin Sun, despite all of that legal hoo-ha that we discussed yesterday with Rainberry, of course, that is, let's say, synonymous with BitTorrent. But that's a big acquisition, guys. BitTorrent, 100 million users. The fact that now they're partnering with Tron, the fact that the Tron mainnet's about to launch. What do you guys think about this? One way or another, maybe you like Tron, maybe you don't. But these choices, and going back, we have Vechain, we have Neo, we have Ontology, DeepBrain Chain, Nulls, Internet Node Token, Quantum, Loopring, Tron to finish it off. We feel that these are really some of the brightest potential projects out of China. We feel that these are some of them are existing giants and dragons. Some of them are sleeping giants, and they're ready. They're fuming. Their fire breath is just getting warmed up. What do you guys think? Soldiers, which ones are your favorites? And of course, we've just really skimmed over all of these very, very superficially due to the time constraints. If you're interested in any one of these specifically, let's do a deep dive. Let us know in the comments. Do you like one over the other? Are you invested in this one or that one? What would you like a deeper expose featurette into? We're going to deliver that to you if the excitement, if the energy and enthusiasm is sufficient. So let us know your thoughts in the comments, soldiers of the altcoin army. What did you think? What are your favorites? And what do you think is going to happen from here going forward? A year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now? What is the state of cryptocurrency going to look like in China? We welcome your thoughts. Guys, if you like this video, do be sure to leave it a thumbs up. Do be sure to subscribe to AltCoin Buzz on YouTube by clicking the bell. You're going to get notifications like that to our new content, which comes out every day. So, soldiers, I wish you happy investing. Hope you enjoyed this, and see you again soon. Take care.